for stopping by. I was just jotting down some notes that I want to share with you today for helping you get back on track with your workout routine after falling ill. So let's don't waste any time and let's get to it. So we got COVID a couple weeks ago and it threw me. It completely threw me. We were out for an entire week, no workouts, not eating how we used to eat, feeling absolutely lethargic and ill and all that. And it took us a while to go through that whole process. And when we felt much better, I assessed how I felt and then I got back into my workout routine. And while I was doing that, I was like, why not share some of the things that work for me? Because I know this is something that a lot of moms struggle with. When, we fall ill, we just rush back into getting into a proper routine. That in itself is a struggle. And as, having to take care of the kids and the house and everything. So these are my 5 tips that I want to share with you to help you develop some type of consistency and plan so that you can get back into your workout routine and that you can be giving back to yourself. Because a lot of the things that I share is because I want you to give back to yourself and pour into you so that you can pour into others, like your family, your loved ones, etc. How I broke it down is that I have 5 main tips, and in each tip I'll give you a little I'll expand on each one and give you little other mini tips inside of that. Okay, so for my first tip, I want you to choose a start date. So you've already been sick, you're starting to feel better or you are better and you want to get back into things, but something is always coming up or you're still struggling trying to get back into that consistent routine that you used to have. What you need to do is go to your calendar right now and choose a start date. Just choose a Monday because you will start fresh on a Monday. That means you have the weekend to plan and prepare, and just choose that start date. With choosing that start date, I want you to also assess how you feel, because it doesn't make sense starting trying to get back into a routine if your body is still fatigued and tired and weary. But if it is that you know that your body is ready for movement, then you can do some types of more active rest type style workouts. So do more of like yoga and Pilates, even meditation will help, and assess how your body feels. You could, or if it is that it feels really good, then you can go ahead and do some cardio and weightlifting and then see how that feels as well. So what I did is I took the week after I felt ill, the week after we were sick, I took that week and I assessed. I did different types of workouts that week and I wanted to see how my body felt before diving in to my program this Monday gone. Yesterday. Okay, so that's my first tip. So assess how you feel and then choose a start date. Okay, my second tip is to have a plan to follow. This is really, really, really important, because it's one thing choosing a start date. It's one thing saying, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to go for a run 3 days a week, I'm going to go to the gym, whatever. But something I can guarantee you is always going to come up. So you want to have a plan that you follow. For me, I do home workouts. The best thing that ever happened to me, I have the flexibility of working out at home, and I can choose the time that I work out, and I can be very flexible with my day. So I have, with my workout program that I choose, I have a calendar that I follow, and it is a no-brainer for me. So every time I show up to my workouts, I know I am going to do this day, this type of workout and whatever. It is super, super simple for me, and that's what I like. I don't like to have to overthink stuff. I want to be able to know that I'm following something from start to finish, and that's how my brain works, and that's what works for me to keep me motivated and consistent. So have a plan, choose a plan. If it is, let's say that you're going to do workouts on YouTube or workouts from some type of digital platform, or even if it is that you're going to go to the gym, have a plan where you know how many days you're going to work out and exactly what workouts you're going to do. I will drop in the description below a sample of the program that I am currently doing. It is 20 minutes long, and it comes with the calendar, workouts, bonus cycling workouts, everything that you could ever need to give you an example of what a plan looks like. Also, print your calendar. So if it comes with, or if you have a plan that has a calendar, or if you make your own calendar, then print off your calendar and put it somewhere where you see every single morning. That way, when you're finished doing your workouts, you can cross them off. That action of crossing it off creates a huge reward signal to your brain, and you want to have that success, that feeling of accomplishment every time you cross one off, especially if you struggled with keeping consistent in the past. This is definitely going to help. So you print your calendar, every time you finish your workout, you cross it off. This other part, when you print your calendar, you cross off each day, right? You also, if you want, a lot of us are on social media, a lot of us are on Instagram, wherever. You can also use Instagram as a social media accountability tool. So you can post your calendar up if you don't want to post yourself, and you can then cross off, put a little X on each day. So you would come, you would say today is Monday, today was legs day, and you put a calendar and you just put an X off and just post it in your stories, and you have that. That is also an action to show that you are actually doing something. You do not have to share it. You could save it and keep it yourself. You can share it with some close friends. It's totally up to you. This point actually goes into my next point, which is my third point. Having an accountability friend or an accountability group. It's really, really important. So having someone you can say, for example, I'm a coach, right? So like I help women and moms keep accountable to their goals that they plan. Whatever goals they share with me, I help them be accountable. I call them up every now and then, I message them every now and then and say, hey, these are the goals that you shared with me. Are you still on track to do these? This is what the plan is. This is what you should be doing, etc., etc., etc. So having someone who's accountable, you can be accountable to, helps a lot, because on the days that it's going to be hard, because they are going to have a lot of hard days, that person is supposed to be there and say, hey Sarah, you know what, like you told me that you wanted to finish 30 days of these workouts, you are on day 10, like you have to do it, don't skip. And that person is going to be there to help make sure that you're not making excuses, that is going to keep you accountable to your goals. It has to be someone that is able to do tough love, but is also compassionate. You have to be able to know that you trust this person to keep you accountable to the goal that you want to set, and that you trust this person to not let you give in when things get hard, when your mind gets hard, when you have a hard day, when, life is just hitting you, you know what I mean? So you want to be able to have an accountability group or partner. For me, I have an accountability group that I check in every single day with. It's on an app on my phone, and I go in and I log my workout, and I log whatever I want to log inside of there. I explain how my workout felt, and I also have those women in that group doing the same for me. So it's an accountability that works both ways. It's support that works both ways for all of us. So make sure that you have some type of accountability to start, because you don't want to say in your head you want to start Monday, but then nobody's there to hold you accountable for actually starting, and then you say, no, you know what, I'll start tomorrow, and then it just kind of ripple effects down. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure you have an accountability group or friend. The next point number 4, is to actually start. Choose your start date, you have your plan, you print your calendar, and you told your friend and your group what it is that you want to accomplish. Now you actually have to start. So sometimes this could actually be a really, really hard step, even though it seems so obvious, but it could actually be a really hard step for some. So you have to actually show up for yourself. So a few things that you can do in order to make this a little bit easier is choose a nice outfit to wear from the night before. You always feel like, I know this works for me, and I know this happens to me whenever I have a cute outfit and an outfit that I love. I always feel so much more excited to do my workout in, and I always feel like I push that much more when I'm doing my workout. So I feel cute, I'm looking cute, and I am going to push really, really hard. So don't ever think that it's a vanity thing. It's actually just you making yourself feel good. It's making you raise that confidence and making you want to show up. Because if you just throw out any and everything, you are not going to feel motivated at all. It's like if it is that we went out for dinner or to line with friends or anything like that, we get dressed up, right? Like we get dressed up, we put on a cute outfit, we put on our makeup, we do our hair, and we feel amazing when we go out. So it's the same concept. Like you want to feel really good. You want to raise that energy for when it is that you go to do your workouts. Never underestimate the power of energy, because energy plays a huge role in every single thing that we do, especially when it comes to our workouts. If you come with low energy, your workout is going to be crappy. If it is that you come with high energy, you're actually going to push yourself a lot. Also, side note, if you do come up with low energy and you actually show up, that's actually a really good thing, but that's for another conversation. And you could actually raise your energy after by doing your workout. So that is a tip on actually starting. Another tip on actually starting is to choose a space that you're going to do your workout in. So for those of us who work out at home, right? Choose the area in your home where you're going to work out. Make sure your calendar is printed and posted in that space. Make sure your weights are there. Make sure your mat is there. Make sure you know that you're going to show up there. Make sure you have a laptop, iPad, phone, whatever you need to stream your workouts. Make sure everything is there for you so that you can work out. When you do this consistently and you choose one space to be able to work out in, your brain, your body, your mind, your everything is going to remember that this space is meant for my workouts. This space is meant for where I'm going to push myself to work as best as I can to take care of myself. This is my sacred space. It also works for if it is that you were if you wanted to develop meditation or like journaling routine. That is also very powerful as well. Choosing a designated space. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything grand, but it has to be something that makes you happy. It has to be something that makes you comfortable and feel at peace and feel like a really good energy. You don't want to have a place that makes your energy feel bad or down, or like you just don't feel like being there, or depressed or anything like that. You want everything to feel high vibe, right? The other thing is, so now you choose a cute outfit, you have your designated space. The last thing is to choose a specific time of day that you want to work out. I know everybody's days are different and we have all different types of schedule. I am a huge advocate for working out first thing in the morning. Especially as busy moms, we can wake up and pour into everybody else before even thinking about ourselves. Before you know it, it's lunchtime, we haven't even eaten breakfast, and it's just a crazy day. I love making extra time for myself by waking up before everybody else. The house is extremely quiet. It is so peaceful. There's a peaceful presence and energy in the morning before the sun wakes up, and it gets even more amazing and vibrant when the sun rises and it starts to filter into the house. Like, I absolutely love that feeling. So choose a time. For me, as I said, it's in the morning. Choose a time that you are going to work out. I don't like working out in the evenings because I know how hard it is to work out in the evenings for multiple reasons. One, you have the entire day on you. And it is so easy to say, I am too tired, I'm too stressed, I don't want to do my workout or anything like that. It's super easy. But if you flip it, and in the morning time, if you do it, actually that energy, that happiness, that confidence, those endorphins, everything filters through your day to make your day better. So why not do it in the morning and have that happy energy and everything filter through your day so that you feel happy, you feel better, you feel healthier, you feel more vibrant, radiant, and all that, right? So that is my tips on when starting, right? So you want to start, you want to make sure you have a designated space, you want to make sure you know exactly what time, and of course you have to tell your accountability partner what time you're going to start so they can check in with you, as well as you want to have a cute outfit in order to start. Okay? And my fifth and final tip is, once you start, your goal and objective is to not stop until you reach the end of your calendar. For example, if you choose a 30-day calendar, your goal is not to stop until you have your 30 X's on your calendar. If it is that you have rest days, of course you rest, right? Like those are very, very important days. You cross those off, and as soon as your rest day is over, mostly Saturday, Sunday, whatever day, and then you start fresh in your second week. That is your goal, not to break that trend. Because once you get started, let's say you get started 1, 2, 3 days, boom, 4th day, life just happens. No, life will happen, but you have to learn to work with things that come up. And that's the importance of the accountability group. That's the importance of printing a calendar so you can see your X's X off. That's the importance of, building that consistency for you. Knowing that you got through a hard time, knowing that you got through an obstacle and a hurdle. So make sure that once you start, you do not break that trend. Another tip for this part is, choose something, when you choose a program, choose something that is not necessarily easy, but is realistic. Do not go choose a 2-month program. That is just going to be overwhelming, and you're going to reach a point where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even keep up with 3 weeks. Like, how am I even going to do a 60-day calendar? Choose something simple. Choose something like a 3-week program. Choose something like a 4-week program, so like a 21-day or 30-day. Choose workouts that are between 20 and 30 minutes to start. Again, because remember, you were just sick. Your body needs to adjust. You need to work it, but you also need to not overdo it, right? And then as you build up in endurance and strength, you can do more and more and more, right? So choose something between 20 and 30 minutes, and then choose something that you can enjoy, right? Like that will challenge you, but that you enjoy. The one that I'm doing right now is 20 minutes long. It is intense 20 minutes, but I really, really enjoy it. And then if I feel for something else later on, like a bonus, I can do a bonus in the afternoon. That, sometimes I just need that to clear my mind, and that is what I do. Those are my 5 tips. I will just read them over really quickly for you. Choose a start date. The second one is to have a plan to follow. The third one is to have an accountability group or friend. The fourth one is just start. And the fifth one is, once you start, do not break the trend. And I have a bonus tip for you. This is actually a book suggestion that I want to share with you. The book Atomic Habits is a really, really great book to read when developing any kind of routine, whether it's workout, whether it's work, whether it's anything, any type of a habit that you want to try to build and incorporate. That book I listened to last month, and I'm still going over it because there's so many amazing not just tips, but advice that he gives, and he dives into explaining why creating habits and the process of creating habits, how to do it. So that book is amazing. I have the Audible version, which means I listen to it from the Audible app. That is also, he reads the book for you, which I love, because I love when the author actually reads their book to you. You also can buy the book itself, Atomic Habits. So that is my bonus tip, and I hope you find a lot of value in that book, because it is really, really amazing to, kind of understand why humans struggle with building habits, developing habits, but also why we can and how we can do that, and how we can excel and become really, really great at stuff. So make sure to check that book out. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. I really hope that you don't get sick, but if it is that you got sick and you are struggling to develop a routine and get back into your workouts, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you can use these tips to help you develop a more consistent workout routine. And there they are. Those are my 5 tips. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it super helpful. Please, like and comment below. Share it with another mama who needs to hear some of these tips, or you want to share these tips with. I hope that these tips have brought you some kind of peace and give you some kind of guidance and outline on how you can develop consistent patterns and habits to be able to get back into your workout routine. If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and leave some love in the comments below. They do help my channel grow, and I will see you soon in the next video.